Unlimited freedom leads to unfreedom, and unfreedom leads to anarchy and lawlessness.
I remember the word Yintiko. Atata na the word Yintiko. Kataram Fakulu Fanshapo Nang Atra Afumata. Akana Mamma le Sabu, Tekumbalia le Sabu. Katumbea Jele. Go. Hani sama lalu bemu sama lalu tingaje ko hani janding yetio men fi ware mano men kuif jannabe balula fo sadio ya bute woto fansoto dandulale bije megna tambita asna mamma onati.
We in the Gambia want freedom that is acceptable, that is manageable, and that is in tandem with our cultural norms and values and our religious inclinations.
Nenkumu, I mean for them, Kabeka Fioma, William Yintiko. Fansoto men Ning Banko Molaftala, Nanim Tundo, the Memfokam, William Yintiko, Fansoto men Mang Bulofa. Fansoto men Kanyan, Kargo Naya Bulofa, Akarakudo, what a Fansoto me along Mang Bulofa in Sulatawa.
In the Gambia, we have the constitution, we have the rule of law, and we have institutional checks and balances. We have elections at intervals as enshrined in the Constitution, and the rights of the minority and disadvantaged groups are respected at all times.
I remember all to go. Gambia Bitaka Nyame, I meant to go Manyala Bidim Sunusunla Ulo Konotari, but John Mahani Wote. Ago Ninku Silo Walantale, was Silo Musila Jumalti, Olam Yintiko, Yimbanko Lua Bukubalesto. Me alonko mo morning at rating a funk one the Gambia no lebe ulu abukol kon wole mu constitution wodum mo baluri nyimbankum kan hanning ayat ray manga hadama dim nyanto be o buko ko ulu abuko kon.
We equally have separation of power where we have the executive and independent judiciary and the legislature, and we also have freedom of speech and freedom of movement and freedom of assembly, and we have press freedom.
Anatafuko wo luabuko kono anyintala mo mempoten wolum nyiti ko ko bebe senari jele bawo masakunda bankola tanya to abe lorin bulu sabale wolum president wala ma famoti wolum loyal ma fondo le justice aning na député bu ba wol ben ko sabonel ati bajela ko woto niyo jibe wolum nyiti ko oto mote kuke no le fanyje ba nit ñi ko bebe lori ñi kusa bo kan gambe no de mu ngo fana nata e be bamburu ñi kusa bo le ko oto kuku keta jang mol nemola akatawa wala.
I am convinced beyond every shadow of limbo that these aforementioned cardinal issues are the fundamental tenets of any democracy.
Ako ate man hani fini soto orang aman jigla te sono orang amang dahal ko jahal kusono ko ling atra bangko me betama kan yi sarato la orang men fo kan te or definitely mo sa fo no ko nyimbang ku abtatam ku ka nyamale wala nyanto ku nyakan.
The EU conditionalities, in my humble opinion, are in contravention of the APRC aims and objectives, and are a contravention of the Constitution, and are a contravention of our fundamental human rights.
I remember, Yisara Titani Woro men Tuabol Kafa Anati, Nimkumu, I saw roke Gambia Masapunala constitutional, and Natama Bulu Mealako, Bele Nakotawola, told Blue Tamal Blue Sabatini Bakuka. Ako Nimkumu, Saratitani Woro Nataka, now Nyan.
We are therefore in solidarity and we support the position of the government. And
President Wadiamutala, Woto, at a memunyatangoti na yin LR Tundukan, Afana Itan, you go more than Nemola, LR Bankokan, Kaitan Diko, Panang, benyem be wamenna aninga ko kuke kai tandile ko le president ko mabi wala masakunda ko masama pour kaje ko si kurori sono no nyiko ko no melam ko askembe la nafati.
The priorities of the Gambia government are mainly social opportunities in light of health, education, infrastructure, agriculture, and civil capacity building.
I remember all of you sulo siya baributu o sulo la siya anata men fo men yalan ko kumata ko kono wala nyinti karao jata kende aning ku ko demol dal karao ni jata kende aning loi la bambao bankoka katno ne loi bo tinyata rom dum ngani men ngani fulol men bo na pati ko kana tara wala pare babutu karamo ni jata kende loi la bankoka horomoni bunya mola nyomuto tank mo bankoka ko ngomel lo gambian kolto ko wala mu kuti men ku mata nyin koko.
As citizens of the Lower River region and as citizens of this country, we will therefore not relent, and we are not going to succumb to international pressures that will jeopardize our existence as human beings.
Gokuno ni bombandi ko luwa abediamo kan elaral tolela ko dolu manta pisalla manta kirila fana ning ayatra me lola men na wala nyinti ko bankola tañato buña anim horomo kono woto tol elaral molo anim mokoten ngol men bebe bankum kala de tala ko ba mumeke de kirla ante pisalla fana be lola lolal de kaje ko bankola tañato sama.
With these few remarks, distinguished citizens present here,
ako alanyim kumo kola atol mo kumal me alanko bejang silembang yelembang dinding keba mo be ala haju tuje mo bebe lori luntan duri faraka so amanke ko do kana talo fanje jana aya fuga gambia non le bela dawla tolo hani bele dabije weda jankoti won ni atre benyim bankun ne ka idabije le so abe mo betentula na lonya nyimala afe isomandala.
I thank you all for, despite your obviously crowded schedules, you are able to come here to show your appreciation, to show your patriotism, and to show your pride in the leadership of this country. I also want to thank the Grts for providing us coverage.
Ate kumo kumfala amanna radio Bumba Grts anina television molu men yalan ko ebe feñan kanyim kumota kata kake sam piloti bru molia moy anin kanyi fala.
Protesters have spoken with their hearts and minds and now want the EU hear their voices. Their concerns have earlier engaged 4 regions, with each taking frontline positions, showing their solidarity with President Jammeh. With their concerns shouldering on their legislative representatives, deputies have been called upon to ensure their voices are heard by the EU Parliament. Gambians at the grassroots have spoken, and if democracy is anything to go by, the majority is calling on the EU to respect our sovereignty.
bokki juliti ci njitalu nak khalifa general bu Fayen di Cheikh Omar Faye ci Banjul ki di imam Muntaxa Faye ak njoboti Fayen gi ci Dobson Street yeb ci Banjul e ñoo bëgga xamal nak bokki julit yeb ne at mu jot Mawlud Nabi di gamo gi nga xamne ni dinañ koy def nak ci 75 Dobson Street ci Banjul ñu gën ko xamé ci Dobson Fayen su neexé yalla bési Mawlud Nabi la di alarba bi di ñew ñaar fukki fan ak ñetta ci wéru janvier ci at mi ñu nekk ni dinañ ko bëgg a yëgal bokki julit yëpp nag jiital ci nag His Excellency président réew mi Cheikh professeur Dr Alhaji Yahya Ejj Jammeh nga xam ne ni nag moom moo di chief guest of honor ci gàmmo gi ren ak nguuram ak cabinet bi yëpp ki di imam ratib bu Banjul ak naibam yëpp fàttewuñ leen ak Gambians yëpp ak julit yi ak képp koo xam ne nii rek yaa ngi wax ashhadu an la ilaha illallah muhammad rasulullah di julit ki nga xam ne nii moo di imam Muntaxa Fay moo leen di ñaanal gàmmo gu neex a neex nag di leen oo nag ci gàmmo gi di gàmmo Fayeen gi giñ baaxoo di def nag ci 75